All right. Let's get this party started. Hey, here we go. Share that. And one thing left to do. All right. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, and good morning. Happy hump day. I totally got lost, totally lost track of time today. Didn't think about what day it was, but here we are. Good morning, CJ, David, Harry, John, Chris, Stephen, Ivano, Devin, Anikumar, Stephen, Robert, Christian, Jill, Vernon, Richard, Dr. Serena. Good morning, Dr. Serena. Tom, good morning, Tom, Larry, Rick, Pete, Richard. Good morning, Richard. I hope you're doing well. Hope you're not bored to death with this crazy market. Robert, good morning. Steve, good morning. Ruth, good morning. Lewis, Delroy, Vertuvian, Peter, Kirk, James, Carey, Illinois grain farmer, Pat, Jody, Tim, Mark, JB, Dave, Eduardo, Joyce, Samson, Genevieve, Carlos. Good morning, Carlos. Arnulfo, good morning, Arnulfo. Got a lot of people here today. We got the Sassy Trainer. Good morning. Colleen, Lydia, Harold, Matt, Dave. We got a couple of Daves here. Terry. Yeah, we got breaking records, Dr. Serena. Ed, Arnulfo, Mont. Hey, Mont, Stacy, Jeff. Good morning, Jeff. Bill, Frank, Henry, Duzzy. We got Gaston. Good morning, Gaston. It's been a while. I hope you're doing well. Hopefully, getting ready for another vacation in Greek islands. Bill, Frank, Duzzy, Charlie, Ralph, Rachel, Cam. Good morning, Cam. Ali, good morning. Love that coffee. Very nice. Gustavo, good morning. Hope the Boberman is doing well. Helen, David, Dave, Raj, Angie, Jason, Rosalind, Delbert, Lawrence, Mazen. Good morning. Good morning, beautiful people. Good morning, wonderful folks. Hope everybody is doing well today. Hope everybody is doing well today. Welcome to another beautiful day on Wall Street. Now, before we get too far into everything, let's see. Have not gotten my Social Security check. Oy, oy, oy. Rochelle, you're not having a great week. Sorry to hear that, Rochelle. But you know what, Rochelle? You're alive, you're well, and you're here with us this morning, and that makes all the difference. Welcome, Rochelle. I'm so sorry about that. My wife had to close her credit card due to fraud about 6 months ago as well. It's been going around. Stephen, Peter, ooh, look at that, 200 people watching. Uh, Houston today, very nice. My wife's from Houston. James, Ray, good morning, Ray. True Social, so I don't get caught flat-footed on my day zero DT trades. There you go. Peter, good morning. Robert, good morning. Deanna, good morning. Now, before we get into today, let's see how well I've taught you. Good morning, William. Welcome. I hope the weather's a little warm in South Florida. It's a little chilly here this morning. So let me ask you guys a question. Does anybody know what is the major? It's one word answer. Does anybody know what the major catalyst this morning is? Before we get into all of this, let me just see if you guys are already on top of things. And if you guys have been here for a while, don't say it. I want the new people to say it. Do you guys know what the catalyst today is? We always have to start off with the catalyst. Does anybody know? Good for you. Good for you. Good for you, Gaston. Good for you. Smart. Nvidia. Yes, today's catalyst is chip stocks. Chip stocks. Always know, no, it's not retail. It could end up being retail. I'm talking about right now. What's the catalyst? No, it's semiconductors. Semiconductors. Folks, always know what's driving the market. Let me show you something. Every Folks, I'm going to try to make your life a little easier right now. No, no, tariffs is what's driving the market overall. You're absolutely right. Okay, fair enough. Tariffs is what's driving the market every day right now. But I mean, what is the catalyst today? There's a catalyst every morning, every day. The market has a major catalyst. The catalyst today is right here. Nvidia's down 6.29%. Trump doesn't want to export Nvidia into China. Semiconductors are down 6%. Look how much QQQ's down, 1.34%, right? Look how the SPY, 0.70. Look at SMH, down 3.5. Remember what I always tell you. Remember what I always tell you in the morning. What do I always tell you? And yeah, it's true. Tariffs. If anybody said tariffs, it's a fair answer. I mean, God knows it's been the catalyst for God knows how long. But I'm talking about going a little more, a little more micro. Fair enough. Anybody who said tariffs, I'm not going to take points off. But I'm talking about the micro catalyst. What's causing the market to be down right now, 300 points on the Nasdaq versus down 50 points on the Nasdaq. It's SMH, it's Nvidia specifically. Folks, it is very, 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 very useful to always know. And if there's one thing I want you to get from this show by the time we're done, is always ask yourself, what is driving price right now? Right now. It's true, tariffs is what's driving price right now. It's true. I'm not going to take that away from you. That is 100% true. But, like in the micro view, what's driving the market? What came into our show this morning that was totally unexpected? This, Nvidia, it's down 6.9%. This is one of the reasons why I go through this with you. Look, the Dow's down only 37 points, and NASDAQ is down 263 points. That's equivalent to the Dow being down about 450, 500 points, right? So it's really, really important. William and Mario and Chad and Julio and Stacy and Jeff. It's very, very important. Eagle Beagle, good morning. It's very important to know what the catalyst is, because this morning when the market opens for the first hour of the day, what do you think I'm going to be laser focused on? Chip stocks. I want to see if chip stocks are going to take mega caps lower or if chip stocks are going to give us some reprieve. So chips. This is going to be on the final, Carlos. See what Eagle just said. Number one question for me is what ticker or what condition is moving the market today? Now, we know the bigger picture is tariffs. Yes. You're all right. It is. I should have been more specific. I should have said, aside from tariffs, what's moving the market. Maybe I wasn't clear enough, but I think you guys all understand what I'm saying. Our editorial usually spills it in his article title. There you go. Right. But I want you guys to always know, because this morning, what are you going to be looking at 3 times more than anything else? SMH. You don't have to get deep down and go all the way to Nvidia. I mean, I'm going to, but SMH. I'm going to see if SMH is going to be breaking lows today. That's the driver. Remember, whoever smelt it, dealt it, what Matt said yesterday, it's the same thing here. The troublemaker. We got to look at the troublemaker. That troublemaker is causing the NASDAQ to be down almost 8 times as much as the Dow. Right? Very, 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 very important. Very, very important. Let me give you some links. I'll be doing another big picture view today at 2 p.m. There's the link for that. I will be in my VIP room, and I'll be talking about E-minis today. I'm going to be talking about trading E-minis versus trading zero DT options. I'll be talking about that in the VIP room today, and I'll be talking about trend lines, E-minis, and S&Ps. Okay, S&P options versus E-minis versus trend lines. I'll be talking about that today. Nasdaq is definitely not random. When you see the Nasdaq down 262 points and the Dow down 40, that's a problem. That's a problem. But you got a lot of chip stocks and a lot of tech stocks in the S&P. All right. Folks, by the way, just FYI, while you're here, 2 things. Please go to the gear box and make sure your gear is set at 1080p. Okay? 1080p. That will make sure you can see everything that I'm showing you in really high quality, or about as high of a quality as we can get. Actually, I don't even know why they don't do 2000, but anyway, 1080p. And number two, while you're there, if you don't mind, if you like me, please hit the thumbs up button right here below the video, right there. I'm going to do it right now. We have about 386 people in here. We should have about 180, maybe 190. And we only have, let's see how many. We only have 106. Let's get this number up, if you guys don't mind, if it's not too much to ask. All right. And let me give you a customer service live link too. Cam is going to be talking about probably day trading, probably the multi. What are you going to be talking about today, Cam? Yeah, boy, this is not impacting RSP at all. This is impacting chips. This is why I'm saying, but if chips get weak enough, trust me, it'll impact RSP. Let me give you customer service live link. I'm going to repost it, Cam, because we got more communications here. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? I can't find it. I'll have it in a second. Here you go. Yes, exactly, Peter. Yes. Yes. That's why I say chip stocks. Yeah, don't just think it's going to affect semiconductor, Nvidia. It's going to impact all chip stocks. Seeing retail drop is not a complete surprise. China, Asia is in a storm of manufacturing. Yeah, and Vietnam too. Eagle Beagle. Don't forget Vietnam. Remember, during COVID, a lot of companies, no, during the first presidential Trump election, a lot of companies moved to Vietnam because Trump put all these restrictions on China. So a lot of Chinese companies that manufacture clothing moved to Vietnam. That's why you see a lot of your tags say Cambodia and Vietnam. Hey, Bob, how are you? Oh, that's okay. That's all right, Bob. Sorry, guys, I got the hiccups. I must be getting overzealous about all of this stuff. All right, let's continue. Yeah, the winner may be Vietnam. You're right, Eagle Beagle. The winner. I told you guys, keep an eye on Vietnam. Thanks to what Trump is doing, it's becoming a more mature country. Thanks, Dr. Serena. All right, so what's on the table today? Retail sales. And we're expecting the retail sales to be pretty good because a lot of people started buying things before COVID, right? Oh, God, hiccups. We also have industrial production and oil status report. And we also have a bunch of Fed speakers, okay? Retail sales is going to be important to watch, but I don't think this is going to be market moving today. And the reason for it is because all of this is monthly. All of this is monthly. We need to see more. These are all subject to revisions, okay? China. China started cooling off. We're now back in this. Remember I told you the other days, it's having a hard time passing by this, and there's a good chance we're going to come off. If US chip stock, oh God, sorry guys, I got hiccups. If chip stocks come off, it's going to put weakness into China as well. Okay. What happened, Jill? Boo? What happened? Let's keep going. Bond market. Well, the bond market is flat. Not much going on. Remember, it's still below the 8-day EMA, and we're still in this area. And I'm not seeing the bond market in a great hurry to move higher. Oh God, excuse me. So if the bond market starts cooling off, it'll put more pressure on stocks. If the bond market continues moving higher, it'll put less pressure on stocks. Don't worry about it, Bob. All good. That is the best thing that could happen, Eagle Beagle. You're absolutely right. Thanks, Jill. So be careful, folks. I was hoping this would be reversed very quickly when went back on his promises, whichever promises they were in the last 48 hours, but not so fast. Also, look at US dollar. This is very, very bad, folks. This gives us a lot less buying power in the world. This is not good. Crude oil. What's crude oil doing? Crude oil is doing the same thing that bonds are doing. Notice they're following the same trajectory. Hurry up and wait, but we're still at the 8-day EMA. Thank God we're not here. We don't want to be here. But if we start breaking down, it's not going to be great. Also, there are a few major energy stocks that I looked at this morning that started breaking down, really breaking down. That's not a good sign either. Keep your eye on this. And as long as this is below the 8-day EMA and not really moving up precipitously, and you could see in the last 3 days, or actually in the last 5 days, notice no movement. This is the best gauge of whether global economy is improving or not. Factories which manufacture are advertising their luxury products for sale without the branding on Alibaba. Interesting. Interesting. A teaspoon of sugar, honey in your mouth, and bite the long axis with a spoon between your teeth and drink water through that. Thanks, Mitch. I'll try that. I'll try that. I'll try that. Good morning, HG. I'll make sure that Matt gets back to you today. I got your email yesterday. I'll nudge him a little bit. But when you send Matt an email, you want to CC me so I can. He's not as organized as I am. He's just not. I got to micromanage him sometimes. He's young, you know. All right. All right. So be careful. Be careful here. Be careful here. Gold. Gold is still going up. That's not a good sign, folks. This is very defensive. Also, I mentioned to you guys, wait, be patient. And remember what I told you. If you're in gold, if you have gold, it's okay to stay in gold or maybe lower your exposure a little bit. But we're getting really, really stretched out here. I'll show you. Look, just to show you how stretched out this is getting. You want to buy it closer to this area. Now, I didn't say I'm bearish on gold. I just think it's overextended. I think it's a little overextended. So it needs to do one of two things. It needs to consolidate for a couple of weeks, maybe, or like kind of slow down or come down for a few days. But I like gold more around this area right here, the 3,100, around right here, around this area right here. Not at 3280, 3290, but I like gold more at 3100, 3120. Okay. I already bid on the spoon during the live class we had, the 2-day live class we had. I was eating something and I bid on a spoon and I had to take Tylenol during the entire class. Fortunately, because I was so busy teaching that class, I wasn't focused on the pain. So be careful, folks. Be careful with gold. I like gold. I don't have a problem with gold. And by the way, the fact that gold is going higher is not a good thing. Look, gold is going higher and US dollar is not. That's not a good thing. That's not a good thing. That means investors are more comfortable putting their money into safe haven than the US dollar. That is not good. And folks, if US dollar stays deflated like this, folks are going to keep putting their money into Europe and other assets. Okay? So just FYI, very, very important. You guys need to know that, okay? So crude oil is not really helping us. This is not a bounce. This is more of a consolidation, and this is more of price getting comfortable around this area. This isn't a bounce. This is not a bounce. This is anything but a bounce. Now, folks, what I'm saying right now is very important. It's very, very important. It's very, very, very important. It really is important because we need to bounce. Okay. All right. So folks, again, just want you guys to understand this is dangerous. And the longer we stay here without a bounce, the harder it will be to go higher because price will accept this area. Now, I don't think price is accepting anything right now. I personally think we're just waiting to see what Trump does next. But I would have expected after what he said over the weekend I would have expected price to come back at least up to here if we were seriously thinking of coming back, and I'm not seeing that at all. So China is now starting to weaken. It's going to put pressure on U.S. stocks that are in China, the U.S. Chinese stocks that are in the U.S. Sorry, I said it backwards. Bond market is not really flying back by any stretch of the imagination, the long bond. The US dollar is like a few ticks away from the lows. And I don't mean to be this bearish. I'm just being factual. And gold is going higher. Now, the fact that gold is going higher is good because we have something to buy at least, but this is not a good sign for the economy. It means folks rather put their money in gold, which is a safety asset, than anywhere else, which is not a recessionary asset, but a inflationary asset. Okay, so that is not really great. Yeah, let us know if you're still in Peru, and tell us what you've been eating there, Kevin. I hear that people eat some weird stuff there sometimes, but I don't know that for a fact. I've never been there. I heard that they eat guinea pigs, like little guinea pigs. That's what I hear they eat in Peru. I don't know if that's true or not. I've never been to Peru, and I've heard food is great, but I'm curious what people eat in Peru. Yeah, nothing but the facts here. I have no reason to tell you anything but the facts. Let's see what the market's doing. And market isn't doing anything. And look at Nvidia, by the way, overnight. Went down, bounced up, and then just going straight down. Look at the bond market, which is actually coming up a little bit. This is nice. This is good. China's not doing crap. A line right here on FXI, not really great. Uh, SMH, SPY, mm-mm. And remember, there's a lot of chip stocks in SPY, folks. Dow's looking good, but I think there's Nvidia's in the Dow too, actually. So we're gonna have some pressure. We're gonna have some pressure today. No question about that. Oh, look at you. That's very nice. They do been there, look strong. Springtime is the U.S.'s only time selling gold. Houston, we have a problem. Yep. They eat cuy and drink pisco sour. Love pisco gourd. Yeah, I heard it's beautiful. Nice, nice. Cruise cuisine in Peru. Very nice. Very nice. Food is amazing. It's the country with the most. Really nice, right? When I was in Peru, I saw a painting of the Last Supper. I had a guinea pig upside down. Does he? That's pretty funny. That's pretty funny, man. That's pretty funny. Anyway, I heard their food is really good. And I'm actually going to take my wife there one of these days when you guys allow me to take a vacation after I'm back from Europe, maybe in another 10 years. And remember, I'm going to Europe 4th of July holiday weekend. I'm giving you all notice so you all take your vacations around the 4th of July because I figured that was the quietest time of the year. Okay, before we get into deeper into all of this, let's talk fundamentals. So we got retail sales in about 6 minutes. We got industrial production. This is important today. It's important. And obviously, the chip stocks are really important. I don't know if that'll outweigh retail sales. I don't think it will. I don't think it will. Okay. Now, before we get into stocks, let's break. Oh, crypto is not doing well either. Crypto is coming off a little bit. Again, correlation with the overall stock market, as you could see. Look at mega caps. Definitely more correlated with the stock market. Mm. Look at mega caps, rally, and then coming back down. Look at Bitcoin. Rallied, coming back down. Can anybody here tell me with a straight face that Bitcoin and mega caps are not highly correlated right now and been for a long time? Here's mega caps. Actually, I have them already posted. I don't even know why I did that. Here, let me go back here. Here's one and here's the other. Look at the difference. Here's one and here's the other. Here's one and here's the other. Looks like Magnificent Seven is like a couple of hours ahead of of this right now. It looks like it's going to come right back down here. Let's see how they look here. Mags. Yep. Look at mega caps right now. Look at mega caps. This is mega caps, right? And this is Bitcoin, GBTC, GBTC. Yep. Look at that. Very similar. Anyway, you guys get the point. All right, let's bring in the fundamentals in here. Very good, very good. All right, all right. Let me give you guys links. I'll be on at 2 o'clock today. VIP room. I'll be talking about trend lines and E-mini S&Ps and comparing them to options and all that other stuff. Hey, Richard. Richard from Puente Gorda. How are ya? Yeah. I was 24 when the Northridge earthquake hit, and I was there too. Yep, they look the same. So be careful here. Be careful with Bitcoin. Don't think Bitcoin is a uncorrelated asset. If you think it is, it's not. It's not. And I think I've proven that many, many times. So let's see what's driving the market. Now that we've got a good idea of things surrounding the market, let's dive a little deeper in. June NASDAQ futures are down a lot more than this now, as sentiment took a hit after Trump administration imposed a new restriction on Nvidia's chip export to China. I'm going to have to draw a picture of Trump as a Grinch. I'm going to have my AI program because he's taking out all the fun from the Christmas here from the market. Yeah, SMH is down. Program is. I'm going to talk about e-minis and SPY and trend lines today. That's what I'll be talking about. The Trump administration barred Nvidia from selling its H20 chip in China, further escalating the trade war between the world's two largest economies. The U.S. government notified Nvidia that the company must now obtain a license to export its H20 processor to China and several other countries. It's the stupidest thing I've ever heard, but it is what it is. The chip maker cautioned it would incur up to 5.5 billion in related charges in its fiscal quarter. This is bad, down over 5% pre-market. So you guys understand what the catalyst today is, aside from all that, aside from the tariffs. U.S. equity futures trimmed some of their losses after Bloomberg reported that China wants the Trump administration to take several steps before agreeing to trade talks. I don't see anything there curbing things too much. Let's see. Yeah, I don't see anything being curbed. Don't see anything being curbed. By the way, I'm pulling up TLT because we're going to have a retail sales in a few minutes, which I don't think is going to have a big impact in light of what we're seeing right now with Nvidia. And yes, it will impact other chip stocks. Particular focus on retail sales today. Jerome Powell is going to be speaking briefly. We already know what he's going to say. He's going to point fingers at Trump. Boeing fell top percentage on Bloomberg, reported that China ordered its airlines to stop taking deliveries. We need this right now, like we all need hemorrhoids, okay? We really could use less of this trade war right now. The market is very vulnerable. Albemarle slumped more than 5%, top loser on the NASDAQ, on the S&P. This has been on my short list for a while now. ALGM plunged because they're not going to have to deal with on semiconductors. Netflix decided to give themselves a little upgrade without really doing anything. I would not believe this for 1 second. Not because it's not true. I just don't believe when companies say stupid things like this. This is just a cheap way to create more market cap for yourself without doing anything. That's all this is. This means nothing. That's like me coming out and saying, I think my company I think I'm going to be a billionaire in 5 years. Like it doesn't mean anything. This doesn't mean anything. And they're making a projection that's 5 years into the future. That's like Elon Musk a year and a half ago saying when earnings were bad, remember, we're going to come out with a small car. We're going to come out with a smaller Model S. And I was like, well, is there a name for it? Do you have a design for it? Do you have a marketing plan for it? Do you have pictures of it? Companies can just say shit like this all the time. This doesn't mean anything. Okay, so I want you guys to know this means absolutely nothing. Okay, okay, this means nothing. So any company can say whatever they want. Now, if they set something a little more concrete, but this is just throwing shit out there and seeing if it sticks. This is kind of like, hey, I'm going to be selling some of my shares next week. Let's prop up share prices. That's all this is. That's all this is. Don't buy this for a second. And usually the moves on this type of news lasts about 3 days. Okay? I'm just being honest with you. It doesn't mean anything. Any company can say crap like this. That's like Nvidia coming out right now and saying in 5 years we're going to be worth 5 billion more. I mean, this is just a cheap shot. This is a cheap shot. Don't fall for the banana in the tailpipe. Okay. And look at the impact of the. See, I don't even look at what the retail sales are. I'm just looking at the bond market. Do you see how it's driving impact retail sales right now? You see, Ed, a lot of excitement, right? This is the 5 minute chart. Do you see how aggressively it's moving here? Do you see this? Where's the beef? Where's the beef? Nothing. What's driving the market today, folks? What's driving the market today? Nvidia and tariffs, not retail sales. Remember, I told you these are monthly numbers. They're probably not going to have a major impact. No impact at all. Zero. Like zero impact. Zero. Zero. Look at the bond market. I'm not even going to look at retail sales. It doesn't matter to me. Look at the bond market. That's what I care about. I care about the reaction, not the cause. No good. Told you. No, not a major catalyst. Yesterday's session, we already talked about this. Federal Powell's going to talk today. Not, it's going to have as much of an impact as the retail sales report you just saw. Yeah, trade war and Nvidia. That's okay, Ricky. You see the impact that the market, that the retail sales had, guys, on the bond market? That's it right there. That's your impact. Wake me up when this is over. That's the impact. What about SPY? Oh, yeah, yeah. Major impact on the stock market. Look, is it even alive? Is my service even working? Major impact on Nvidia. Do you see the impact of retail sales? Do you see the impact of retail sales when there's really something important on the like global economy? The question is global economy going to be in a recession and are chip stocks going to help us get there? When that's on the table, retail sales mean very, very little. But I wanted you guys to demonstrate. I wanted to demonstrate for you how little Fed data could mean when something else is in focus. That's why I always tell you, always know what's in focus. Because if you don't know see, I'm going to give you a great example. I'm going to give you a perfect example. If I didn't do this today, the majority of you would think that today's biggest catalyst is retail sales. And you would continue watching the market and you wouldn't know what you're looking at. But I just showed you how retail sales has absolutely no impact on what's happening with the market right now. This is it. I mean, this is it. This is one bar. It's the same bar. More likely than not, it'll just come right back here right now. This is the same 5 minute bar. This is nothing. It's a nothing burger. Look at the impact it's having on the market. Rip Van Winkle. Okay. Wake me up when it's over. This is having impact on the market today. This is having impact on the market today. So if you don't know what's having an impact on the market, what's really moving the market in the morning, you can have 1,000 of your favorite charts up and they will be useless to you because you won't know what the catalyst is. Let me give you a good example. Okay? You're a doctor, okay? You're a doctor. And you have an x-ray of the heart, and you have the x-ray of the liver, and you have the x-ray of the brain, and you're watching the person's body. and you're watching all the major organs, okay? And you're watching, and you'll know if someone's getting sick because you'll see you'll see the numbers and the alerts and all that. You got 10 monitors, and you're watching the most important pieces of his body part. But you know what you're not seeing? You're not seeing a midget come into the room and take a big piece of pliers and go and clip his toes and do this to him. And you're looking at the heart and you're looking at the liver and you're looking at the thing, and something is causing this patient great pain. But what you don't know is that there's a midget in the room squeezing his toes with pliers. Do you understand? If you don't know what the catalyst is, you will not be able to effectively gauge the market with all of your effective analysis tools, because you won't know where the pain is coming from. You won't know where the pleasure is coming from. You need to be here in the morning so you could see what the catalyst is. One of the biggest problems people have is they're looking at the market like this all day long, and they look very intelligent, but they have no idea what's causing the move. If you don't know what's causing the move, you will never be able to gauge the market effectively for that period of time. And whatever's causing the market to move shifts every single day. You guys understand what I'm saying? All right. So I just want you guys to understand this. Let's go back. Sorry if I'm talking so much about the same stupid thing, but it's really important. By the way, the bond market's coming off a little bit. So this isn't helpful to us. If anything, this is hurtful. Okay? I'm telling you right now, and we remember we still have industrial production today and petroleum, which will do absolutely nothing. A good example is the petroleum status report. If you have a war in the Middle East, this report will have absolutely no impact. Why? Because there's something a lot bigger to focus on right now. So I really want you guys to understand. What news service do you use to find Nvidia? Oh, Alan, it's right here. It doesn't cost anything. It's just bar charts. I just go to every morning, I go to barchart.com and I go to their main article right here. That's what I highlight every morning. Just go to barchart.com, the main article. This is what I use every morning. And I highlight it for you. And look at how I highlight it for you. Look, I highlight it for you. So let's continue. So Jerome Powell is going to speak today. Obviously, this is going to be important. There's now an 80% chance of no rate hike. I could assure you there's not a drop. There's not going to be a rate drop. Retail sales data already came out. Look how little I highlighted this. I didn't even bother highlighting the whole thing. Why? Because chip stocks, because this is what's driving the market today. Highlighted in bold. This, Trump's tariffs and chip stocks, the two things, tariffs and chip stocks. You don't need to focus on anything else today. What is the retail sales? It's the retail sales of our country. Okay? Shows how last month's retail sales did. And by the way, speaking of which, they weren't even that great. They were okay. They were okay. I mean, they weren't bad. They weren't bad. But again, that's not what's driving the market right now. And the bond market, what does it do? What does stocks do? Yep. What does SMH do? Break down. No good. No good. No good. No good. No good. Okay, let's continue. Sorry, I don't mean to. I sometimes go over the top. So let's go back. Let's go back. Folks, if you're enjoying this video, thumbs up. Oh, what is the number? I am sorry. Here's the numbers. The number was 1.5. They were expecting 1.5. It came in as expected. The numbers were not bad. X vehicles, they were expecting zero point 0.3. They got 0.5. And here, X vehicles and gas, it actually came up on the higher end of the scale. The number was not bad. It wasn't great, but it wasn't bad. But I think they were expecting really hot retail sales in light of the report, in light of the fact that we had tariffs coming up and people were going to be buying a lot of stuff ahead of time. Right, what Eagle just said. Read what Eagle just said. He's right. Yes. All right. So That's that right here. Let's continue. Let's continue. We got industrial production and manufacturing. That's going to be at 9:15 before the market opens. Yep, that's the author. Exactly, Henry. Exactly, exactly, exactly. And you know what, Henry? I could have swore I've seen him here before in our show. I could have swore I've seen him. Keep an eye out for his name because I could have swore I've seen him here before. And I'm not making this up. His name looks really familiar. Okay, Henry, if you see him here in our show, would you please let me know and I'll say hi to him and thank him. Thank you. He does a great job. Earnings, we got ABT today. We got PLD today. You got USB Bancorp, which we did a time spread on yesterday in the pit. KMI, Travelers, CSX. All of these are today. We're pretty broad based. Are earnings driving the market? No. Earnings are not driving the market at all. Tariffs and today, chip stocks. Okay. Right? Let me know. Let me know if you see that guy, Alexander, here. Okay. Let me know if you see him here. Europe. Is Europe helping us this morning or not? Nope. Down. But notice the crazy volatility is gone, right? We're not up or down 4%. We're only down 0.71. That's important. That means volatility is stabilizing a little bit around the world. That's very, very, very important. Very, very, very important. Okay. Ooh, SMH is really tanking. Look at this. Look on a 5 minute, look on a coming down pretty hard. Not good. Not good. And remember, even if the blue chips are doing okay, what do I always tell you? If technology is really, really weak, it'll bleed into the blue chips too, or vice versa. Great session today. Great session. I'm having a lot of fun here today. I'm very energized. This is good. And I don't have a lot of events today, so I'll be able to spend a lot of time in the Telegram channels. So Europe is down. Let's see. Trade tension between U.S. and China continues to escalate. Investors digesting inflation data. Technology stocks led the decline with ASM shrinking nearly 5%. The biggest supplier of computer chip maker reported weaker than expected bookings. So we got a double whammy here. We don't just have Nvidia. We have ASML. ASML is one of the biggest chip component manufacturers in the world. Okay? Important. Very, very, very important. You like that, huh, Raymond? All right. Wait till I get my sound machine back. I had a sound machine, Raymond. Oh, yeah. I had a sound machine. I got to get my sound machine back. China closed slightly higher as a slew of upbeat economic data from country outweighs fear of expanding U.S.-China trade war. You could see the trade war, China-U.S. trade war and chips. Those are the two things we're going to be watching today. The benchmark, small gain. Look at this. We have something really positive going on, folks. We have something going on really positive. The indexes around the world are not moving 3 to 4% per day anymore. All right. Do you guys understand? That's huge. That means we're going to have less volatility in the USA, hopefully. Look at Japan, closed lower today, but nothing about down 4% or 3%. China's not down 3%. So that crazy volatility we were having is moving lower. That's huge. Volatility moving lower is huge, 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 unless US decides to step it up today again. But lower volatility is better all around. Again, you could see here China, ASML, restricted exports of key chips to China. And so we got a double whammy. We got Nvidia and ASML, and we have the tariffs. Yep, I got to get my sound machine back. Nvidia's down 5%. Transports should give us a little tail boost. I'll be watching these stocks today. Transport stocks slid. We have a transport stock in the pit, by the way. A different stock, but we're short a swing trading a transport stock in the pit. So this could probably maybe give us some weakness there. Financials, tech financials are not doing well. Interactive brokers. This can impact bank stocks today. This and exchanges, be careful. And Lockheed Martin, this is defense stocks. So there's a lot of noise here. Expect chips to be lower. Expect transports, cruise ships and airlines to be firm. Blue chips, firmness and blue chips. Expect transport services, things that have to deal with transporting tariff goodies down today. That's going to benefit us in the pit maybe. And fintech is going to be lower today. That sector is very important, folks. When fintech is lower and chips are lower, it doesn't end well for the market. I still have it. I just got to bring it back. So we got a mixed market today. We're going to have some volatility. Let's speak about the stock market now. Now, notice this. We've spent 45 minutes and we have not talked about the stock market yet. Why? Because we're gaining data. We're gaining to see where the exposure is. By the way, look at chip stocks further down. Let's look if Nvidia is doing this. Bond market is just, bond market completely erased the downside in retail sales, just back to where we were pretty much. Um, QQQ is going to break down because of Nvidia. And remember, Dow has Nvidia in it too. Not good, folks. Dow's now down over 100 points. Remember, it was down only 25 points. It's down over 100 now. And QQQ is down 1.6. So I want you guys to be prepared so you know what to expect. Volatility, we still haven't broken 30 yet. Right, Kevin. That's exactly what I'm thinking. You took the words out of my mouth. By the way, let me give you some links. Link for the 2 p.m. class where I'll be talking about the big picture. If you haven't seen that yet, I highly recommend it. We will be talking about trend lines and E-mini S&Ps and options and SPY to relieve any confusion from people in the Trading Edge program. And don't forget Customer Service Live, where Gustavo, Cam, and the Bobby have a lot to say today. So volatility still hasn't broken 30. Remember what I said. We're still in Hurricane 3. This is Hurricane 4. This is Hurricane 5. Hurricane 5, Hurricane 4, Hurricane 3. What did I tell you? No fun till we get out of Hurricane 3. We're still in Hurricane 3. Hurricane 3, Hurricane 4, Hurricane 5. You see how I divided it for you in a nice, convenient way? Now, do you guys go partying, go outside when it's a Hurricane 5? No. What about 4? No. What about 3? Maybe go visit your neighbor, but that's about it. Does that mean we're going to have a lot of stocks today? Well, maybe to the downside, but definitely not to the upside. We need to get back here. I drew this for you several days ago. I hope this was helpful. We need to get back here. We need to get back here. Let me show you something. My dogs are going crazy again. Hopefully you guys can't hear them. Here, let me draw this here for you. See how my Picasso drawings are coming through? I'm going to post this in the Telegram channel for you. This way, you guys will remember to stay away and not do anything stupid. Okay, there it goes. I just posted it in your Telegram channel. In the main Telegram channel, okay? If that doesn't explain it to you, I honestly don't know how to explain it to you. Even my 12-year-old would understand that. All right, good, Laura. I did. I took a screenshot and I just posted it, Jill. It's in your Telegram channel right here. All right? It's in your Telegram channel. It's right here. I do post things. So nothing fun will happen till we get below this area right here. We need to get below 30, okay? Number one. Let's look at some sectors. Look at that. We almost got 600 people here. I love it. Remember what I told you yesterday, semiconductors? I said we're getting out of this. I said we're getting out of this triangle. This is a very bad thing. Look where we're at now. We got out of this triangle, all right. This means we're starting to come back down. This trend is broken. It was broken yesterday, and now we're below the 8 day. And if you're seeing something that's new or surprising, it means you're not watching my videos because I covered this for about 10 minutes yesterday. Okay? Capiche? Does everybody understand? Does everybody remember? Does everybody remember? I took a screenshot of this. I took a screenshot of this. So, anyway, let's look at SPY. And remember, we never broke above this area. Remember, I told you we have to break above last Wednesday's area before we get frisky. We never broke above it. Let's look at SPY. Oh, it's a good session. Back below at the 8 day EMA. Look, we're at this VWAP, we're at the quarter VWAP, and we're at the 8 day EMA. And if I know anything, I think we're going to be breaking this down and coming back into this area. Not good. Not good. Not good. QQQ. We're already in this area. We broke this trend line. We're already in this area. If we break lower, we're going to be testing this fun area right here. We never took out this high. See, we tried here. We never took out this high. I told you last week, if we don't take out last Wednesday's high, do you remember when I told you last week and this week, if we don't take out last Wednesday's high, no upside? And if anybody dares to tell me I didn't say it, all I'm going to tell you is it's recorded. Watch the video. Is there anything here you're learning that's not new? That's new, I mean. Nope, same thing, same story. We just continue. Oh, look where mega caps are. Ay vey, that's it. We broke that level. Now, mega caps. Remember what I told you the last 2 days in the morning in the pit and everywhere else? Be careful. Be careful. Be very, 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 very careful. Mega caps are not leading. Mega caps are not leading. I kept saying it 50 times in the last 3 days, 2 days. Mega caps are not leading. Do you think we're going to get a strong rally in the market without mega caps leading? No, no, no soup. No soup. That's right. They were very small. I did say this. Don't say I didn't tell you. I did. How about RSP? Let's look at RSP. Sorry, I'm just looking at pre-market data. Hold on. Let me look at TLT. Look at TLT, guys. Look at TLT. This is where we were at the report. Look at where TLT is right now. We have not had a capitulation, guys. Not even close. And look where SMH is. See, it's going down with it. Dow's breaking down. QQQ's breaking down. Nvidia is going lower. What are you going to be looking at today? This, Nvidia. All right. Notice how close we came here to breaking out. Look how close we came here to breaking out. But did we do it? Nope. What did I tell you? Till we get above this level, no buying anything. Did we get above this level? No. What are we doing now? We're getting weaker once again. Yep. Sorry, folks, not trying to scare you, not trying to do anything, but I'm trying to be realistic here. And volatility today is higher, not lower. Okay. What about momentum levels? Let's look and see what's going on here. Is money moving into technology? Let's see. As of yesterday. Yep, as of yesterday, technology, Bitcoin, industrial still strong, but there was clues that this was not a meaningful rally. What were the clues, Roger? Remember I told you I want to see consumer discretionary and communication services up here by middle of the week. I told you this last Friday, and I told you yesterday, Monday. I want to see consumer discretionary and communication up here. If we don't see these up here, we have a fragmented market. What happens when we have a fragmented market? Vulnerabilities. Why? Because QQQ has just as much consumer discretionary and communication as it does semiconductors. And if these are down here and if these are up here, you're going to have this. There you go, Kevin. You're going to join Clyde, take a nap? Good. Good. Good, good, good. So I want you to show to see that we have fragmentation. You have interest rate sensitive stocks here and tech here. That's not how it's supposed to work. You're supposed to have all the retail and Russell 2000. You don't usually have communication services next to utilities. It doesn't work that way. It doesn't, and you don't have Dow Jones next to consumer discretionary. So still mixed. I wanted to see these two, and I told you this. I told you, Richard, do you remember? I said I want to see consumer discretionary communicate. Here, let me go back to Monday. Here, I told you I want to see this and this up here, Monday, April 4th. I want to see it right here. Last week on Friday, I said I want to see consumer and these two up here, not lower. They're going lower. They're going lower. That's not good. All right. All right. So how many stocks are going higher and lower? Do we have any momentum to the upside? No. 30 stocks. How many stocks are making 50-day highs? 13. How many stocks are making 50-day low? 10. 21, excuse me. Do we have a lot of stocks in either direction? A lot means over 100. Usually it's over 100 one way or the other. No, we have none. How many stocks making 52-week highs? There's 21 stocks in the entire stock market of stocks trading over $20 that are making 20 stocks out of 4,000. Okay. And look how many of them are gold. Gold, silver, gold, 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 and few more golds. And the ones that are not gold, Casey's discount store, general store, d defensive. Gold going up is not speculative. It's defensive. Does everybody understand what I'm saying? Oh, that's cute, Rochelle. You're going to continue gardening? Good, 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 good man. So, what are stocks that I'm looking at today? Finally, let's get to and I got to get to work. What are stocks that I'm looking at today? Pizza. These are stocks to the short side. Pizza, CMG, Chipotle, Chipotle, A line. Chipotle has an A line to the downside, Richard. PayPal has an A line to the downside. Look at that. A little weak. Still want to see a little more weakness, but it's got an A line to the downside. NTAP has an A line to the downside. Now, usually what happens when I'm showing you a lot of stocks that have an A line, it's got to break this level first, 80 first. It looks like it wants to go down, though. NTAP. How about Ball? A line to the downside. Look at that. It's a beautiful A line right there. Dow. A line to the downside. APD. A line to the downside. Foot Locker, breakdown to the downside. Not an A line, a breakdown to the downside. How about Shoe Carnival? Obviously, you're not going to short both Foot Locker and Shoe Carnival, duh, but told you yesterday. Breaking down. ACHC. Acadia Healthcare. Breaking down. CNMD. Breaking down. Not bad, not bad. Oh, that's very nice. All right, now let's look for stocks to the upside. Palantir. Now, is Palantir ready? Hold on. Don't get too excited. It needs to get above 98.50. 98.50. It's at 96.91. It's got to get above this level. It's got to get above yesterday's high. Okay? It's got to get above it's got to get above 99 actually, excuse me. It's got to get above this level around 99, okay? Don't do it now. Wait till I set an alert and I told you about it a few days ago in the VIP room. Core, I like this stock. It's a nice little breakout there. I like Philip Morris, but earnings, I think I wanted to do Philip Morris yesterday, but earnings are I think in about a week. So be careful here. Remember, we're in earnings season. VRSN. I like this stock. Once it takes out this high right here, yesterday's high. I like BJ's, but it's got to break this area here about 119, 120. It looks pretty good today. Folks, that is all Uncle Roger has for you today. So to summarize everything, by the way, here's my links for the 2 o'clock session I'm going to have on all the things that are happening in the world right now. Here's the link in the VIP room where I'll be talking about trend lines, and I'll be talking about E-mini S&Ps and options and trading E-mini S&Ps futures versus the options. I'll talk about that today. And here is Customer Service Live. Great day to go to Customer Service Live and see everything that Cam and Gustavo are doing. I'm not going to be that busy today. Today's one of the rare days I don't have a webinar. I have a filming at 10 o'clock. I got to film a video. I'll be around today. I want to ask you guys a question. Have I been giving you guys good information and keeping you out of trouble on a scale of 1 to 10? On a scale of 1 to 10, have I been doing a fair job of keeping you guys out of trouble, keeping you updated, and most important, not getting you stuck in shitty stocks? On a scale of 1 to 10, have I been doing a good job, and have I been consistent? Those are the things. Give me a score on a scale of 1 to 10 if I've been doing my job, if I've been completely truthful with you, if I've been giving you key levels, and I've been doing everything else exactly by the book, and I have not gone back and changed anything. Same show every single day. Tell me if I've been doing it. All right. All right. Good. Good. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Rich says 15. Thank you, Richard. I appreciate it. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Thank you. And I'm going to keep doing it exactly the same way. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Please visit Customer Service Live. Please, please, please. Now, I'm going to give you some tips. Please don't go shorting Nvidia. If you're going to short chip stocks, wait for it to pull back to. You don't want to short chip stocks today unless they pull back to the VWAP, and you only want to find the shortest stocks. Now, I feel really bad, so I've been updating you guys on the free Telegram channel a lot more with premium information while we're going through this period right now. Okay, so but you have to do what you taught. Yes, I have to do. Yes, you have to do what taught. Yes, of course, you have to actually take action and do what I taught you guys. You can't you can't learn this and not do it. You got to actually take action. And I'll be updating you. I'll be updating you throughout the entire day. Please spend some time on the free Telegram channel because I feel bad for people that are just doing stupid stuff right now and getting bad advice from Richard from Puente Gorda. Can you imagine you taking that moron's advice yesterday and buying mega caps before today? Look at what mega caps are doing, Richard. Look at that. We talked about it yesterday. This one guy, the Tom Gentile, was trying to get Richard to buy options on mega caps that expire a year from now, right now, yesterday. Could you imagine the nut job? When we're below the 200-day moving average and when we're breaking down and when we have no certainty before earnings. That, my friends, is a moron, okay? I'll see you guys later, and I'll talk to you guys soon. No monkey business. Stay out of trouble, and I'll be updating you every step of the way as I always do. Bye, guys. Have a great day. Have a great day, everybody. Bye. Can they watch on YouTube and where else? Helen, you can watch this on YouTube. Everything I do, 10 and 2 o'clock is the 8 o'clock and 2 p.m. is recorded on YouTube. You can watch them all. All right. Oh, I'm sure Tom does really well, of course. 50 Lewis trucks, so I don't trade. There you go. Yes, you too, Rochelle. You too. You too.